We turn our attention now to the Southeastern District as the Indian River Braves taking on the Grassfield Grizzlies. The Braves looking for their 7th straight victory, while Grassfield trying to avoid their first losing season since 2007, their inaugural season.
And that was the last time that, of course, Indian River beat Grassfield. It's been a long time for them, and Glenwood Fairby, the first-year head coach of the Braves, has them rocking and rolling behind Tyree Givers-Wilson, the quarterback you see there warming up. Came over from Bethel High School in the offseason, and he's really protected the football well during this win streak.
Yeah, the Braves certainly have quite a bevy of receivers led by Sidney Wellens and Devin Hunter, the sophomore, who's getting all kinds of national attention, as he will be a hot recruit in the next couple years. And early on, it's the Braves on offense as they will hand off to Cavante Bethea, and Bethea gets into the secondary and is finally dragged down at the 25-yard line. But you see the Braves offensively have a chance to put their first score in the game.
And you see the defensive backs having to make the tackles for Grassfield and Richard Bear there. And the first touchdown will be scored by Kyron Best, the junior wideout for Indian River, on the pass from Givers-Wilson. So Indian River offensively clicking in the early going. The extra point would be put through by Grant Defoe, the sophomore, and just like that, the Braves continue their hot streak.
We'll see if the Grassfield defense can get it turned around on this possession as Indian River back at it once more as Givers-Wilson finds another target. And now on the Grassfield side of the field, Givers-Wilson will look toward the flat and finds his target, Sidney Wellens, the do-everything playmaker for the Braves, as he gets another good chunk of yardage for this Braves possession.
We saw earlier this year on Sports Report Wellens have the big homecoming against his old school Western branch with the game-clinching interception. And this time, a Braves receiver will fall down, and it will be pass interference on that play as Grassfield's secondary unable to contain them. That would set up a field goal from Defoe from 26 yards out to give them a double-digit lead, 10-0 at Grassfield.
Yeah, Grassfield's been competitive in most of their games this year, so you know they're going to try to mount a comeback as Givers-Wilson finds yet another target. That's Wellens again over the middle of the field. And once more, Indian River is driving, and this Grassfield defense seemingly having no answer for the passing attack of Givers-Wilson.
So many receivers they can spread the ball to, as you alluded to earlier, Chris, with Best and Wellens and Hunter. That time, Kilvante Bethea out of the backfield, allowing Glenwood Fairby to use that 4 and 5 wide receiver sets, and that also opens up the running game. As you see, this time it'll be Tyree Givers-Wilson scooting in the pocket to his right, rolling, and this time you will find him in. It's Wellens for a 15-yard touchdown.
It wasn't exactly the most beautiful of plays as a play-action fake to no one, but Givers-Wilson is able to recompose himself and find Wellens on the right side for the touchdown, and Indian River scoring their first 3 possessions, now with a commanding 17-point lead going to the second half. You had quarterback Brett Smith for Grassfield is going to try to make something happen with his legs, and he's going to do just that, picking up some blocks downfield. 37 yards later, finding the house for the touchdown, and Grassfield back in this one, only down 10.
Smith, a multi-skilled athlete, headed to Old Dominion on a baseball scholarship, probably the guy that Coach Marty Asprey has put the keys to the car in his hands, having lost last year their leaders in Vincent Lowe and Isaiah Harper to ODU on football scholarships.
Yeah, we've seen Smith have quite a few long runs this season. As you see, the extra point is up and good. 17-7 your score. Third quarter action now as the Grassfield fans finally have something to cheer about in the second half, and Smith back at it in the shotgun is going to be under pressure, rolling to his right, and we'll see the mobility once again, but he is going to be taken off his feet as a great tackle made by the Indian River defense on third down.
That was junior linebacker Jaquan Yulee, who came over from Lakeland, and of course he's a top-level recruit just like Devin Hunter is, this time from the class of 2016. And then you see the Indian River defense with the interception. That is Richard Quarles, who got hurt in the Western Branch game, but he's healthy now, making an impact.
And Smith just kind of throwing it up there on a Hail Mary play as Indian River takes the victory in this one, 17-7 the final score over Grassfield, as Givers-Wilson 21 of 34, 197 yards passing and 2 touchdowns. Bethea with 77 yards on the ground for the Braves, and in defeat, Grassfield led by Brett Smith, 6-16, 30 yards passing, 47 yards on the ground in that touchdown run we saw earlier.